stable side.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. On this positive, peaceful, and present Wednesday. If you were sitting near a window, would you rather the sun shine on you or shine through you? Let me explain. The window is where you sit and where people can look on and see you. And the window can also be a place where you look out. And the point I'm trying to get across today in my encouragement is at times the sun shines on people. And in the sun shining on people, it is bringing attention to them. It is me, I. But if the sun is shining through you, you have more of a humble spirit and the fruits of the spirit, which are love, peace, joy, and humility. In my topic today, what I'm really trying to get you to understand is the concept of selflessness. Thinking of others' interests before yourself. Putting other people before you. In about 2000 to 2001, I really learned this concept. And it was in the birth of my oldest son, Josiah. And in having my son, I wasn't married. I was dating a young lady in college, and she ended up having a baby. She could have got rid of the baby or had an abortion, but she chose to be selfless and have the baby, and it drastically changed our lives. I could have been selfish by being an absentee father, but I ended up putting my career on the side, putting myself on the side, and stepping up and being the father that he needed me to be. And what I realized in the point of having my oldest son, that was key for me to be selfless. You may be in a situation where you're challenged, where you put yourself at somewhere where you just are in a position where you have to sacrifice who you are and what you have to give. In that time, again, when my son was 11, he moved away to Texas because his mom had a better job and could make a better life for him. At that point, I could have been selfish and fought her and said, no, don't take him, I love him, blah, 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 blue. But I stepped up again and I was selfless because I wanted my father or my son to have the best that he deserves. So let's get deep for a moment. If you turn or go with me to Philippians chapter 2, verses 2, it says, complete my joy, being of the same mind, having the same love, being full of one accord and of one mind, doing nothing from rivalry or conceit, but in humility, count others more significant than yourself. Look each of you not on your own interests, but the interests of others. In order to be selfless, what I had to do is I had to realize that Jesus Christ put his divinity on the line, put himself on the line, and humbled himself to the point of death that I may have everlasting life. So if you're selfish, you're not exhibiting the right spirit. But if you're selfless, you're exhibiting the right spirit of Christ. And you need to know, in order to get to another level, you have to be selfless. Now, in the beginning, I asked you, if you were sitting by a window, would you have the sun shine on you to bring attention to you, or the sun to shine through you? I want the sun to shine in me and through me, because the sun is Christ and his Holy Spirit that shines in us, that resonates in us, that gives us that burning desire to put our own interests on the side and think of the interests of others. So I'm hoping today your takeaway should be, have the desire from the inside. Selflessness comes from the inside. He who lives in me is greater than he who is in the world. And in order for you to be truly selfless, that spirit has to live in you. So as always, you can have what you want. You can be what you want. You can do what you want. Just believe, receive, and achieve. Peace.